So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Come on, set. 6 yards. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. 59 Mike. Check.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
On 1st down, here's Love. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the 1st half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Mike, check.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. On the crossing route, complete. That's Sims. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll run with a 3rd-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go, team.
Now Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. 11 yards there, 1st down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. 1st down, a run with Cohen. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Trubisky. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
3rd and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. Trubisky gives to Cohen. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Trubisky. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Now it's Trubisky. And that's knocked away and incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. This is Love. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, here we go.
2nd down, Haskins. Throw left side complete. It's Sims. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That goes for a gain of 31.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Peterson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now on 2nd and 13, Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Target.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And that's caught by Smith. Touchdown, Washington. Vincent Smith, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, dude! Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Yes.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Trubisky into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
Here we go. Routine on it. Routine on it. Right there. Come to my world.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Haskins, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
58, come on.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. He gets it to Sims, complete. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On the carry, it's Love. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Here's Love. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Watch Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Hayward. Let's get that ball right there. 59's Mike. You're out. 59. What we got? Switch.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Lock in.
At the 38-yard line.
From the 38, Trubisky. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of 15. First down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Right here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burton. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Trubisky will throw. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
58, boys, 58, 58, squeeze. Watch a slant, watch a slant.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Trey Quinn. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
The Redskins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Sweat in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now Trubisky to throw. To Gabriel, middle of the field. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's third down.
Right there, 56. Hey, tight down. There you go. 56 to Mike.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the gun, it's Haskins. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Trubisky now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They go play action with Trubisky. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run on first down. It's Love, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit the tackle there to Aaron Lynch.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. And that was a young pup, the rookie being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
On first down, Cohen. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
You better be afraid of me. Shoot! Check 99. Check 99.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Trubisky's pass. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 3rd down and 13.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Trubisky to throw. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
At the 26-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's go. Hey, let's get this.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Here we go, D. Check 13. Check 13. Off. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Watch the flag. Let it go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Haskins. Over the middle to Smith. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Here we go.
Defensively, with this lead in the fourth quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And this is caught at the 8.
Let's go.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat, his second sack of the night. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it second and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Second down and goal. Trubisky eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. They're going on fourth down. It's Trubisky. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Let's get it.
Here's Love again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.